All right, what's
Oh,
happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out channel. This is Fight Talk, and I'm with KWest, joined by KWest, who is in Thailand. He's not in this camera right now, but there you go, there he
yes.
is. In Thailand, and we're here to talk about some fights. There was a UFC fight night: Corey Sandhagen versus Marlon Chito Vera. I'm mixing up my
That's
words right
right.
now.
Yes, you are.
But
You're
yeah,
just
other than
excited to
that,
see me. That's
man,
why.
bro, yeah, exactly, bro. How is Thailand? What's going on? How are you, man?
I don't even know where to start, man. It's been crazy. Like I've met so many people. I've connected on so many levels. I'm networking like a fucking butterfly, like on job. I just be meeting all these different people, and it's just kind of filling in certain blanks and answering certain questions and stuff. And you get the same kind of people, similar mindsets, and you know, maybe not they might not be running away from something, but they just come in to like reset and recalibrate. And yeah, it's just interesting to just be around people that have the same kind of way about living, you know. And I met so many people, like about four people that were just like, so what do you do back home? Oh yeah, I used to be a did it and I quit. And I quit, and I quit, and I quit, and I quit. And I'm like, wow, people just quitting their jobs and going to Thailand, going to Chiang Mai to go and think about shit. So it's something, man. Like it's wow, you know, people don't want to leave.
Amazing. I could imagine, and just especially like going there, connecting with those type of people, everyone on the same wavelength, kind of maybe like helps, like at least kind of clarify and certify that you made the right choice. You're there for a reason. You're with
Yeah,
the same amount of people
yeah,
going through the same
yeah.
journey. Like
100
it must be amazing sort of feeling, man.
100%. Like it is. Oh man, like I even met this guy. Um, have you ever heard of a guy called DJ Spider Monkey?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. He's like one of the biggest like DJ reggae DJs. He's a Thai man,
Oh,
reggae
okay.
DJs, I think in Asia or something. And like my guy who hooked me up and got me there, Mr. Kasimba, he was like, yeah, this is one of the baddest MCs on the. So we went there and he was like, close your eyes and tell me if you think that this guy is playing is an Asian guy. The way that he mixes, it's like he knows the flow of music that how we want to hear it. And I was
Mm.
like, you're right. Damn, this guy like he and the way he was. Oh my god. Anyway, all in all, yeah.
That's amazing. But that's the thing though. That's the beautiful thing about like be it mixing cultures or listening to other music from different cultures or whatever. Doesn't matter where you're from, there's gonna be an individual that's gonna vibe with,
That's
that's gonna
gonna
connect
listen.
with it, that's gonna be able to flow
Yeah,
with it. You know what I mean? Like,
and he's
yes, it
that
might
guy.
be from you said reggae music, so specific region of the world, but there's someone it connected with someone in Thailand across the world. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, who the
Yeah,
music he probably grew up with, them artists might not even know that, or maybe they do, that my music made an impact on someone across the world, be it they're Jamaican, be it they're from Thailand or whatever, but it made an impact in someone's life. So it's such the
great.
amazing thing.
Yes, it is great. And then I met this other guy. I met these Japanese guys, Gaku-san. Yes. Met this and they were hanging out at this place, just kicking a coffee shop, and then we started talking, and he was on his laptop doing something, and then started vibing talking about anime and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, baseball's on tomorrow. It's Japan versus USA at 6 a.m. in the morning." I was like, "All right, cool." So I went and watched the game. I bought dominoes down, uh, and I might be able to help him with a certain deal that another guy needs to help with. So that might happen.
Awesome.
And then I met a guy who he's training to be a Muay Thai teacher, right? Which is one of the things I wanted to do, get involved in. And he's also an big anime fan. I went to his gym last week. He invited me there, trained. I went to play football with him yesterday, right, at some other place. And then he was, oh, this is my Muay Thai teacher. He's another one. Like, talk to them, tell them your plan, tell them your idea. So I spoke, and he was like, oh, we'll come this day. So I think next week, one of these days this week, I'll go there in the morning and then speak to them and do some Muay Thai and maybe work something out. So yeah, and that's happening. And oh yeah, I also I finished one of my courses.
Awesome. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So that happened, and then I did bamboo massage today. they've kind of changed my schedule around. But basically, by the end of this week, I'll have 3 more qualifications: bamboo massage,
Amazing.
reflexology, and toxin.
Amazing.
So
Man, it's only been a
yeah,
week. Like, it's only been a week and it feels like you've done so much already. It's crazy. It's only been a week. Like, I mean, it's amazing to just see that you're taking this serious, you know what I mean? And not like, oh, let me take 1 week off to chill and then I'll get into it. You got straight into it. And that's amazing to see the hustle.
it's crazy. I even spoke to a guy, and he's a writer. He wrote some things for Netflix, some things didn't work, and we started spitballing about some other ideas. And he was using, that thing called Chat BT, the one.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one. It's like
The
the
AI
AI that
one.
does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we were spitballing some stuff, and he was typing. We went to a Muay Thai fight, and he started typing things down that I was saying to him. And in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I need to copyright this shit, man. This guy's writing too much shit down. Like, yo. uh, and then he started writing, and then he put it into chat, whatever it's called, and it literally brought out this whole concept about. I won't get into it, but it was crazy, and it even had 6 episodes that it created from the things that he put in.
I am. Well, this chat. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, this chat PT thing or whatever it is sounds. I have heard Rogan talking about it, and they're just talking about how scary it is because when it
Yeah.
gets to the next version, it's only going to get better and whatnot. Because it's literally can like have conversations and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it sounds amazing, man. Like you sound like you're getting some connects. Maybe have some Netflix scripts going on. That sounds good, bro.
This guy was a dreamer. It literally it's what happens when 2 dreamers are in paradise, and
Mm.
and they connect. That's what it was. Literally, just rolling ideas off each other. Then he wanted, because he's into investment in real estate, and now I know somebody who in Thailand who deals with real estate and finance. So and this guy is looking for property here to do a resort and stuff. So this person told me that it's like, it's not too hard. You just need this amount of money and we can work together. So I'm like, well, I need to collect like 10%. But yeah, man, it's just interesting to just be mingling around and, like you said, taking it seriously and enjoying it. So it's been a marvel, man. I can't believe that this is what it is, and this is a place that you can actually like do shit, and it's not that difficult.
It's great, man. It's great to see. It's great to see that you're enjoying it because that's the most important part as well. I could just see a different vibe when you compared to last week when you were in the UK compared to now. Do you know what I mean? It's just different energy, which is amazing. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you just need those things, and I'm glad you found this. You're doing it. You know what I mean? And everything's just moving in that direction, which is amazing to see, bro.
Yes, yeah, man. Thank you. It's yeah, it's only been a week.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
crazy
what I'm
thing.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I
That's
was
the
that's what I was saying earlier. It sounds like you
you said
connected and met
yeah,
and done so much in just a week, and you got another couple of weeks to like months to go, I guess.
yeah,
Who knows? At the
yeah.
sounds of it, you might even just stay in Thailand. You never know. Oh yeah, you didn't say no. You
I
didn't say
mean,
no. So
I'm 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 asking questions. I'm asking questions about certain things and how easy it to do this and what would it be to get here and what kind of jobs would be available, what kind of money it brings in, this kind of stuff. So I even asked the chat GP, whatever it's called, that question, and it gave me like legit step by step of how to like migrate to Thailand as a sports massage therapist.
damn, yeah. I mean, listen, man. I mean, you probably obviously got commitments in the UK. You got the property and stuff like that, which can be managed by other people. But if there's no like, your mother's there, right? Your mother's in the UK.
Mm,
Okay, so
yeah.
obviously that's big commitment and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, if you can make it happen, man, some people can make it happen living in I mean, look, I made it happen. It's not Thailand, but I made it happen in a few different cities and everything like that. But
Mm,
Thailand's
I think.
it's
Mm,
different because I feel like it's different because it's not the main city. The
mm,
path that you're on is a bit different. It's more of
mm,
I would say it's more of a like I couldn't live my life, me personally, I couldn't live my life forever in Hong Kong or Singapore. I don't know, Dubai
mm,
just got here, I got a missus, which makes things different, but I couldn't live
mm,
that life forever. because I miss my family, and the life I was living, honestly, was just like a corporate life, right? To be fair, right? I'm in a corporate job, and I'm experiencing these regions, but I couldn't do that forever because my family was in the UK. Now, I don't know, Thailand and the path that you're on, I feel like it's different. I feel like it's a life where you can possibly live for a longer period of time. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I don't know nothing about it and not know enough about what's going on in your head, really. But I feel like that life living in Thailand, it's just different. I feel like you can live there way longer. There's less stress. You can enjoy it more. There's less I feel like the goals are, how do I pull it, man? Like, I feel like the goals will be different compared to someone like myself who's living it a corporate sort of life, if that makes sense.
I've already heard people say the same thing about like at least a few people will say that, I asked them, how long you been here for? Well, I meant to be here for about a month. It's been 4 years now. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm in Thailand for 2 months. What about you? You just got here? Well, it's it's like my 700th day. Oh, okay. So here a long time then, huh? Yeah. You going back? I don't know, maybe. Oh, okay.
I feel like I've heard it more times that people quit the corporate world to go live that sort of life in Thailand rather than people quitting that life to move to the corporate world. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why I feel like, I mean, maybe obviously I probably haven't communicated with most people, with a lot of people, but
No,
I feel like I've heard it mostly that. That's why I feel like it can last longer than it does the other way.
Yeah, the burnout. Yeah, no, I really do think so. I think if you get connected, you got money around you to put down on certain things, and you follow the rules, you shake the hands. I mean, from what I've gathered, most people are very, very good, very nice, humble people. So I think you'd be happy to do business with them. So I feel like it's just a matter of figuring out the other things that what you want to do, where you want to be, all this kind of stuff. And I think that the business part of it is probably not the hardest. It's the rest, because of the way that I feel they deal with people. I haven't done it, right? But just by hearing other people's experiences and stories and stuff, and it's just like it just seems like a very easy process to do, if you come correct. So
yeah, man, you got time to go, man. There's both time and experience. So you got plenty of that, man. I mean, from my side, actually, yesterday I did something.
Tell me about Dubai again.
Dubai, yeah, Dubai's got me. Yes, so today's my birthday. So yesterday we went out to
Sorry. I sorry to cut you. The guy called Gaku-san and a bunch of his other Japanese buddies, I was telling them about our podcast, yeah. And I said to him, oh, I do little shorts, and I said to him, oh, what do you guys think of Dubai? Oh, Dubai, very big. And I said, what if I told you So I put the video, and they were so shocked. So shocked at what you were saying.
Which video? Or what we do? What
the
do you
video
mean?
about Hatta. No, the video about Hatta and the mountains and the nice grounded location and all this river. Like, they were so surprised by that. They couldn't believe it.
Nobody, because you don't think that's Dubai, right? You never guess. Exactly. I think that's what I said. That's my, like I keep saying, Dubai is more than meets the eyes, because there's so much to it. And from eyes, all you're gonna see is what's on Instagram, or if you Google Dubai, you're just gonna see the big buildings and the luxurious lifestyle and all that stuff. But you don't see the other side of it, which is beautiful. Not just Dubai, but the UAE in general. There's so many beautiful spots. So it's actually amazing. I mean, yesterday, the missus booked like a nice little boat ride on the Palm Jumeirah, and it was kind of like it was basically like my last sunset at the age of 37. It was just lovely. This cool little boat that you kind of like use a remote control. It was actually really cool. Use a remote control like a joystick to like ride the boat around. And then you could connect your Bluetooth. So you know me, I got my Hans Zimmer music on, The Last Samurai. And honestly, just enjoying, just because I'm fasting as well. It's Ramadan, and happy Ramadan to everyone, by the way.
Happy Ramadan to everyone, and to
Ramadan
you, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So yeah, just before we broke fast, it was just kind of like seeing my last sunset. And it was actually really peaceful. There was no one there, actually. It was really quiet. And you could just hear the water, and you could just see the sun go down, and just beautiful views. And I was just there with the missus, nice music. It was really nice, man. Nice experience. And we just grabbed some dinner there and just chilled. Beautiful Saturday evening. But
Please
yeah, man.
don't use the word last sunset. That doesn't sound good.
Last sunset at the age of 37. Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm the way you're saying it, it's like you're
Don't ever,
talking
yeah,
about
I should word it right.
yeah,
At
yeah,
37.
yeah,
At
yeah,
37.
yeah. Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna see a sunset today, later on. I'm gonna do iftar and break my
Beautiful.
fast, of course, you know.
Thank you.
But I done
Good.
something
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
You know what? Something amazing and spiritually that I done yesterday, actually, which made me feel really great was so I wanted to, like, I'm trying to be better with my prayers, right? You know, we pray 5 times a day and whatnot. So I'm just trying to be better in general in life. I'm just trying to, as I get older, I'm getting more spiritual, as you know, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, you know, going to this new gym, I'm training with a bunch of coaches who are Muslim as well. So they halfway through the training, they give the students a drill to drill, and then they go off and pray. And I've been trying to join them at the prayers, like do the prayers and then come back at training and stuff. Anyway,
Nice.
yesterday for the first time ever, I prayed on the streets, right? So we were out.
Wow.
For dinner, for breaking our fast.
Yeah.
I brought my fast and I was like, you know what? I want to quickly pray. I already washed up, so I was already clean. We call it wudu, right? Which is basically you're washing up before you pray. So yes, exactly. Yeah. So I was already clean. I was ready to pray. And I was like, you know what? I want to quickly pray. So I tried to look for a prayer room. They have them generally everywhere, but I couldn't find one where I was. And I was just looking around. And I was like, my food's getting cold. I left the missus by herself. And then I just see at the corner on the street, this brother like taking off his shoes, and I could see the prayer mat. And I was like, you know, I'm just going to join him. So I just kind of ran down. He already started anyway, but I didn't have a prayer mat, so I just used my bag on the floor, and literally on the floor, like getting my clothes dirty and whatnot. I was like, I'm just gonna pray next to the brother. And I felt like, listen, doing my prayers and everything is always a humbling feeling. It's always great. It always feels like a therapy session. I always ask, you know, just to kind of help with my mental health and all that sort of stuff. It feels like that is great. And just in general, prayer is great. But just doing it on the streets next to a random brother, and he looked like he worked in one of the restaurants there. He was wearing like the white chef's jacket sort of thing. Just kind of, first of all, between me and him, just kind of like equalized us, if that makes sense. Like there was no classism in any regards, and there was no, you know, skin tone, like race, all that sort of stuff. None of that mattered. Classism in regards to who works where, money, none of that mattered. We were just two brothers praying on the streets. And it just I had a different experience, man, if that makes sense. Like my prayer is always going to give me a humble experience, but that was something different. And I was just like, I felt really good about it, man. I was like, you know, I was looking for the prayer room. I didn't find it. I could have just said, oh yeah, I'll just pray at home. But then just seeing the brother like getting ready, and I was just like, let me quickly go pray with him. Because I honestly feel, if I'm being very honest, if I didn't see that brother, I might have just said, I'll just pray at home. Like I would have failed. Like, you know what I mean? Like mentally. And this is something I'm working on. This is something I'm mentally working on. But like be disciplined, man. You gotta pray, find the direction and just pray. Be disciplined. But I'm working on it. But that brother helped me, man. And you know, after we finished praying, we said salam alaikum, went on our way and whatnot. But he helped me. He doesn't even know, but he helped me. And of course, I'm trying to be better as well. But him doing what he did influenced me to be like, I'm just going to go pray next to him, rather than searching still for the prayer room, or maybe just saying, oh, I'm just going to pray at home. Because that's what I know where my mind would have gone to. So it's just a journey that I'm on, and I'm trying to be better. But I just felt really spiritually great about it, man.
That's powerful, man. That is really powerful to go through that in such a kind of simple, ritualistic routine, to go through all of that just by doing that. If you see him again, you must thank him.
Yeah, I should have. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I ever will see him again, because it was at a restaurant. Right, but you never know. Exactly. But I mean, it's influenced me. I'm like, you know what? I should just create. I got a small little prayer mat. I should keep it in my bag. I just want to be better. I'm trying to be better spiritually, I'm, you know, it's Ramadan as well, so I'm trying to be, you know, peaceful. Hopefully, I don't swear. I haven't swore yet, but I'm trying not to swear, so you won't hear me swearing on the podcast. I hope not. I'm just trying to be better in general, anyway. And I like to use Ramadan as like a stepping stone each year. I mean, you know, trying to be, you know, we all have this is the beautiful thing about Ramadan that people don't understand, maybe most people don't understand. It's not just the fasting. That's the easy part. Ramadan is all got to do with just trying to be better as a human being, right? Trying to get closer to your religion and all of that stuff. Yes, of course, prayers and pray to God. But just as a human being, you're trying to be better. You're trying not to judge. You're trying not to swear. You're trying not to be angry, negative thoughts, have bad temptations and temptation thoughts, all that sort of stuff. You're just, as humans, we're imperfect, right? And you're just trying to work on your imperfections. Is that right? Is that the right word? Yeah, you're trying to work on your imperfections, you know? So you use this month to do that. And then, yes, throughout the year, you kind of, you know, the mind frame changes when you're not in Ramadan, right? It happens to everyone. You're like, oh, it's not Ramadan no more. I'm going to eat. I'm going to whatever, right? So every time I try and have Ramadan, go through Ramadan, I try to like come off and take one of the imperfections I worked on and just stick to it throughout the year, if that makes sense. You know, it's not easy. I mean, that's the hard part. The food part's easy. It's you know, I was at the gym the other day. Let me be honest. I was at the gym on Friday. I wanted to do a quick Ramadan workout. And you know, you're in the gym and there's attractive people around. And I'm just like, just look at the floor, look at the floor, look at the floor. Do you know what I'm trying to? Because they're in my peripheral vision, right? Doing what they're doing. They could do what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to do. Like I said, the temptations of looking and whatnot. I'm just like, look at the floor, look at the floor, look at the floor. And I'm like, I'm being honest, man. And this is what I'm trying to like, trying to be better in general, right? But when you're at the gym in a place like Dubai, everyone's wearing, like I say, very revealing clothing, the attractive people. You know what I'm trying to say, right? And I'm just telling myself, just keep looking at the floor, just keep looking at the floor. Just, I don't know. So, you know, fighting temptations in any sort of way possible, man. Like I said, food and the fasting is the easy part. I could do that all day. It's everything else. So yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
You see myself, right? When it comes to walking past attractive women and stuff, I see, like, my eyes see what they see, and then all of a sudden my brain says, wait a minute. Are they as attractive inside as they are? It's probably not.
Such a good point
let's
that we don't acknowledge.
Walking past. You know?
You never know. You don't want to judge anyone, but you never know, right? You never know. Yeah, because you just think some people just think that's all I want in life, like the most attractive wife in the world. But
and
man,
that's what I liked initially. That's what I was a lot more shallow back then. Like, and then now I'm like, yeah, she needs to be attractive, but she needs to be really smart too. You know?
Of course. I mean, I think that's everyone's that they go through. Like, you look at Instagram models and all that sort of stuff, and you're like, whoa, you know, that's as a human being, they might not connect. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's such a quick. I don't know. It's such a vast thing. There's 7 billion of us, man. Who are you going to connect with? You know what I mean? Like, and it's amazing that I was able to find someone that I could connect to on all levels, from physical to spiritual. And you know, again, it's just a blessing from God. She's trying fasting as well. Like, her first. Is that our first Ramadan together? Like, no, it's not our first Ramadan together, but it's our first Ramadan as a married couple. Is it? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So
man.
she's trying to give it a go as well. So yeah.
Shout out Hinge. Shout out Hinge.
Yeah. I don't know if that app still exists, but shout outs to them. Shout outs to you to giving me the idea of getting on it.
You're very welcome for that. Yeah, that's great. I found out that that somebody else who I met here, I don't know why I said something to them when they were here and they left, and they messaged me and said, "Oh, it was nice to meet you. You really inspired me." And I was like, "How?" I haven't found out the answer yet, but yeah.
This man, this is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, we could all inspire each other if with little things. You know what I'm trying to say? You might not inspire millions like The Rock, for example, because he has such a big platform, but you can inspire an individual. You know what I'm trying to say?
And a big head.
You know what I mean? But we can inspire each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you inspire me with certain things. You know, like I said, you're a big part of me getting on Hinge and meeting the missus. Yeah, man, it's just about doing right, you know what I mean? Like, it's just about doing right by people, you know what I mean?
It feels good. The reason why I was late, the side mission, was I was speaking to this lady who owned the little hangout spot where I met all these people, most of these people, Norwegian guy from Canada, the Japanese guy. And she came to me and started talking to me about like her life. It was hard to understand everything, but I got most of what she was saying. And like she came with all these books of all these like her like photo album and stuff, and was really going into it. She said, I'm 74. She makes like arts and crafts out of everything and anything, like a simple water bottle. She'll like turn it into a flower and stuff. And she's like, I'm gonna make it like a place in there. And then she said, I'm 74. I don't know how long I'm gonna be around, but I'm just gonna enjoy my life in the meantime. Like, why not? And I
Amazing.
was like, yeah. We
Amazing.
were like, yeah. It was nice, man.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, that sounds lovely, man. Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Should we get into some
Fights.
fights? Should we get into some fights? We're here to talk about some
Yeah.
fights. Should we get into some fights? Damn, man. For everyone listening, thank you for listening to us talking. In the description, bro. Actually, I'm gonna put down like a little timeline so people can
Yeah. Do a
Yeah,
skip. Yeah, do a skip. Do a
So you
skip.
could
Do a
you can
skip.
forward to wherever we get to, which is anyway. I'll do that in the description. But yeah, let's get into it. We had a fun UFC fight night card. Fight at the bantamweight division, which is at the highest level, which was what made this fight so exciting. I managed to stay off social media, which was great, and just wake up and watch the fights. I had no idea what was happening. But Marlon Vera versus Corey Sandhagen. Marlon Vera Marlon Vera was number 3, and Corey Sandhagen number 5, right, in the division.
5, I believe. Yeah.
What an exciting division! What an exciting fight, man! But the result, man, the result. So you didn't get a chance to watch the fights, no?
No, I didn't get the chance to watch anything, and the Wi-Fi is not brilliant. And as well as that, in that small space of time after the fights happened, all these guys, Ed, Jeffrey, Tony, they put it up, and you can watch them, and then I think by the time I got to it, like they were all down, and that was it, and then that side mission happened. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, I appreciate your time, because listen, you're on this journey in Thailand, and I appreciate you make this time for us to keep connecting. You know what I mean? To do this stuff. So appreciate that. Don't worry, look, I could talk through the fights because you've seen the results anyway.
Tell me.
But
I'll watch them after anyway.
Yeah, you'll watch them after, and then it'll be good to get your thoughts on the after effects. Corey Sandhagen really put it on Marlon Vera.
I thought he would win, to be honest.
You know what? So did I. I don't know. I would say I'm a fan of both, and I just wanted to go in there and enjoy the fight. And I definitely did enjoy the fight because it's so exciting to just see. But it looked like Marlon Vera, because he's known for starting a bit slow, right? He is known for round 2, and then he does something amazing in round 3, 4.
Downloading.
Finish it up. Exactly. But in this one, it just seemed like he couldn't get it going. But that's because I think Corey Sandhagen is also on the highest level as Marlon Vera. So it's not going to be as easy to kind of sit back around and try and download someone as complex as Corey Sandhagen, who's constantly switching stances, constantly circling, moving, constantly
takedowns and all that.
Yeah, shooting, striking, uppercuts, everything. So it's going to be way more difficult to download that data at someone at that highest level and whatnot. So you just kind of pull it on Marlon Vera. I mean, the first 2 rounds, he kind of grappled him and took those rounds home. Rounds 2, 3, and 4, a little bit closer. 3 and 4, they're a little bit closer. Like Marlon Vera got some more strikes on, but Sandhagen was ahead on the scorecards in the 5th round. Again, he took him down again a bit. But
really,
it's super exciting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he was cautious of Marlon Vera the whole time, because you have to be, because one shot, one front kick, whatever it is, could just put you out. And Marlon Vera has shown that he could do that. It's just Marlon Vera took it very humbly. His post-fight interview just said, no excuses. This was on me. My training camp, everything was awesome. I just couldn't get it going. I just think he couldn't. I think it was Corey Sandhagen that stopped him from going because of his movement and everything. Yeah, absolutely amazing performance, man. So
because all I saw was minute, and what I could see from that, it sounds as if it just continued that same way, because I saw early on Sandhagen got him in a takedown, beat him up a little bit, and it seemed like Cheetah was, like you said, starting slow, and that's fine, but it still looked like he was a bit overwhelmed. From what I could see from that minute, maybe 2 minutes, I was just like, that's interesting. So when you're telling me, I'm just like, okay, so the fight went from one to the last of it, and it pretty much stayed similar. Something like that.
Yeah, definitely, man. It definitely kind of went in that direction. I mean, it doesn't take away from Marlon Vera, because I mean, like I said, it's Corey Sandhagen. We're talking about the top 5s fighting each other. It's such an exciting sort of division. Corey Sandhagen called out Marab, which was a good fight. Very good fight, right, to happen. And
imagine
I think that's a perfect fight to happen.
Many takedowns
they're gonna go for
and
it.
stuffs
And scrambles. I think because both of their cardios are just on it, right? I mean, that's a very exciting division. Very exciting. You got Corey Sandhagen, you got Marlon Vera, you got Marab, you got Aljamain as a champ, you got what's Sugar Show?
Cejudo. Oh
Cejudo
yeah,
coming, yes,
Sugar.
Cejudo getting
Jeez.
involved in that division.
Oh
You got
my God.
Umar who's trying to get involved in that
Umar.
top
Yeah.
five.
Oh
Nurmagomedov, so
man.
we can see how we
Man
get
like
such an
Umar.
Well, I was thinking like, so what can happen next, right? So Corey and Marab is a great fight, I think.
Yes.
They could do,
Next.
yeah, they could do that. They could do
Yeah.
Marlon Vera and
This
Sugar
year?
Show.
Ooh.
Maybe end of the year. So
Oh,
they could do
because the
Marlon.
second fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they could do the
Yeah. Yeah.
second
Yeah.
fight,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
I think you know, because I know Sugar Show's got more of a popularity, and he was trying to jump the gun a little bit. But I think you know, I think
Yeah.
he's earned the shot again to fight Marlon Vera. If I'm going to be honest, he's earned the shot again to fight Marlon Vera, not the other way around, in my opinion, right?
I see.
You know
Because
what I'm saying? Because
he
Marlon
lost to
Vera
him in
didn't
the first
win.
fight.
Yeah,
He
he
beat him in
won.
the yeah, he won,
Exactly.
you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with you on
So
that. I'm with you
they
on
could
that.
do
Yeah.
part two of that. They could do Marab
Yep.
versus Corey Sandhagen. They could do Aljamain and Cejudo, which they're gonna do. And Umar, he could possibly try Peter Yan, because Peter. I'm not saying Peter Yan's done, but he's almost at that stage where he's looking like that stepping stone type of dude. Not
Three
stepping stone.
losses.
3 losses, yeah. Not stepping. That's the wrong word to use, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper type of thing. But if you know, with Umar to get onto that next level, I feel like Petra could be the dude. If
Could
he,
be the dudes.
yeah, man. So that's a
Maybe.
good fight. It's another exciting division, man. Another exciting division.
I could see Jan moving division.
That's a possibility too.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that. Like almost like Shevchenko.
Yeah.
You know, similar, like all-rounded. Just didn't work for them in that division. They had it, then they didn't, and whatever, and then jump off to another division and they boss it. I can see him bossing another division.
Yeah. I mean, that could be what you've been going up though, because down is
Either
too
way.
light, I reckon, right? Flyweight, right? Who's at flyweight? Flyweight is
You're asking too many questions.
The Mexican brother, man. Why have I gone blank?
Oh my God, Brandon Moreno.
Moreno, yes.
Brandon Moreno.
I don't know, would that be too much
Maybe
of a cut
up
for
then.
him?
Maybe up.
Maybe up. I think up, maybe.
Just leaving the division. Just leaving.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Could be a possibility. Could be a possibility, man.
I think after getting 3 losses like that, like you and I have both seen many champions kind of like even Jose Aldo get dinged up in a division. He's like, okay, jump to next division, rekindles the fire, and you know you never know what can happen. So yeah, I think it makes sense.
If not, I think like a Umar will be good be good for Umar, and it'd be good for
Umar.
Yeah, you're right. It'll be more good for Umar than it would be for Petroyan. But let's see what happens, man. Exciting division, fun fight. Well, when you get a chance, do watch that fight because it is great.
Once we're done here, I'm gonna watch it.
The highest level at it, man. The co-main event was Holly Holm versus Yana Santos.
I wanted to see that.
Holly Holm again, like great, like, you know. So I think Yana came out with a game plan of just put the pressure on and clinch fight, get in a clinch and just kind of grind her up against the cage and whatnot. And Holly Holm, I think she said she wanted to strike more and whatnot, but then she had to adapt to the game plan. She ended up taking down Yana Santos and just kind of ground and pounding her for 3 rounds, basically. And it was Yana who was instigating the clinch, that she would rush in with punches and instigate the clinch. Holly Holm would end up getting the takedown and then this kind of just ground and pounder for kind of 3 rounds, basically. She's never had a submission win, so I know she was trying to get one of those, but it didn't work out. But she adapted to Janos's game plan and pace, and then dominated, man, with the ground and with the ground game, man. So amazing performance by Holly, man. I know she's trying to make another run at the title, so amazing performance at her.
I heard about that. How was her striking? Was she still was she flowing nicely, or you said she didn't really have a chance to strike? So,
not as much. No, you see her boxing footwork. Yeah, she does a lot of lateral movements and whatnot. So you saw a bit of that, but yeah, no, you don't really get a chance to see much of it because Santos was just rushing in with punches and then get the clinch, and she just wanted to have a clinch fight. Yeah, so
the reason I asked is because you know, like we from the time that Holly has come into UFC, we've kind of seen her still have that point fighting kind of framework. And then a couple of times she did break out of it. She kind of flowed nicely, and then she had a couple of losses. So I just wanted to see which one it is this time, because it was nice to see her just let loose rather than ha, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You didn't, I mean, we didn't get a chance to see much because she likes to throw that lead
Yeah.
side kick. You didn't see
Yeah.
much of that. I mean, you saw a little bit, but
Okay.
like I said, it was the whole fight was mostly during in a clinch and then
Yeah,
Holly
yeah.
taking her down and
Maybe the next
dominating
fight.
there. The fight before that, which
Okay.
actually got the performance of the night, was Nate Lodwa versus Austin Lingo.
Who?
That was a good fight. That was a fun. It was fight of the night, so it was a fun fight to watch. A little back and forth.
Okay.
Nate, the way he finished off was actually super exciting, man. It was like it was round 2, I think it was, and they were just going at a good pace, going back and forth, and then all of a sudden Nate just put it on him, man. I think it was like he threw like 3 head kicks. I think like kind of barely collected with 1 or 2 of them, then just kind of got in a clinch, took him down, and then somehow just got in this amazing position where he took the back and just got the choke in. He like threw a punch, got the choke in, choked him out. It was actually really good sort of transition and choked him out. It was actually really good, very good fun fight.
I think I saw an article saying something like punch plus rear naked choke or something like this.
Yes, yeah. What did he call
Yeah.
it? He goes, he called it something, man. I can't remember. Like, I can't remember what he called it, man. But punch the rear naked. But it was that. It was literally a punch and then straight into the
and then follow through.
It was a really the transition from 0 to 100 was just like, because they were just going back and forth, and you're like, oh, this is exciting, and then boom, you just put it on. Actually, absolutely amazing.
I'm not saying anymore, bitch.
Before that, we had the women's flyweight bout, Andrea Lee versus Macy Barber.
Oh, I think Macy won, didn't she?
Macy won, but it was actually I don't know. I think a lot of people say it was a bit of a controversial one because she did outstrike, but Andrea Lee like was dominating on the not dominating. Sorry, that's not the right word, but she did take her down and had more of a dominant position on the ground. For the fight. So I actually thought she won. So it was actually a bit of a shocking one that Macy Barber took it.
Oh,
yeah.
This is Angela Lee, Angela Hill or
now Angela Lee. She's can you see her? Where is she? There. Oh, what did I do? I messed it up. I clicked on something. Basic. Clicked on something.
I can't remember who she is.
See her?
Andrea Lee. I don't really know her.
You know my
Don't worry. Even still, I don't remember her actually. But
interesting.
Yeah,
it was a bit. I think it was a bit of a controversial. I don't know what's happening in the aftermath. I haven't seen, but I don't know what people are saying. But it seemed like a controversial win.
Interesting. Okay.
But before that, you had Chide Inchukwuani versus Albert Deravi, something like that. I can't remember his name, but that was a good fight, good sort of back and forth fight. And then
who won?
That one, Albert won. He won by decision. The first round, he dominated with the takedown and ground and pound on top. Then the second and third round, he didn't go for the takedown, but it was a good back and forth strike. Njokuani threw some great body kicks, like some really hard body kicks. I think the first round kind of won it for Albert.
Okay.
And then the first fight was another performance of the night was Daniel Pineda versus Tucker Lutz. That one again had a great. I'm trying to remember. It was a submission win, and it was. How did he get it? It was a great transition, man. I was just trying to remember, man. Oh, I've got so blank right now, man.
I'll find it though.
Yeah, watch that fight. It was a great submission transition. I'm trying to remember the transition. I remember just jumping off my seat, but now I'm gone so blank on it right now. Yeah, it was it a guillotine? No, it wasn't a guillotine. No, I think it was a guillotine. It was a guillotine. No. I think he took. Okay. It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. I think he had a guillotine, and then Tucker was fighting the guillotine off. Ended up giving his back, and the way Daniel kind of took his back, and then got the choke in. If I remember correctly, I'm going so blank. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fasting. I don't have my cognitive function. Fasting is supposed to help with cognitive function. But anyway,
true.
Do check that one out. It was a good fight. Good submission finish.
Okay.
I did not watch any of the prelims, to be honest with you. I'm going to watch them later on. But I'll take a look at those later, man. But I didn't get a chance to watch any of the prelims. But it seems like there
Man,
were a bunch of decisions, 3 decisions. There was 1 TKO by Daniel Cerreta. But yeah,
it's getting harder to find these matches, man.
mm.
They used to all be on a certain place just
Well,
there, and now it's like, huh?
maybe because
To
you're
wait
on
a
a
few days to watch the
different
fights.
maybe because you're on a different
Uh,
VPN now, innit? Different country code and stuff like that.
could be a thing.
But yeah,
But
man,
I'll
that's
find
all
them
the
at some point.
fights. Other than that, bro,
That was yeah.
we didn't speak about it
Huh?
last week, but Anderson Silva got inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is well
Did he?
deserved. Yeah, last week, yeah.
I saw Donald's one. I
And
didn't see
I was
Anderson's
just
one.
about to
And
mention that Donald one
right.
was inducted today at the Hall of Fame, and they
How did
announced
I
that
not
today.
get? How did I not know about Anderson's one, but heard about? Actually, when did they do it? Was he at an event? Anderson?
He wasn't
No.
at the event. It was like last week's card in London. They said they tried to get him over, but he had some conflict of scheduling and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get a chance to talk about it because we were going to talk about it, but last week you were going to get caught in a thunderstorm, so we had to lock off the
Oh
call.
shit! Yeah.
But yes, like shout outs to Anderson. Well, come on, man, one of the goats. When I first got into MMA, he was my guy. Like when I first got into it, he was the guy I followed. He was the most exciting guy ever to watch in the striking. And you know, you got to put him as one of the pound for pound best as well, because he went up in weight class and smashed champions like Forrest Griffin and whatnot, man. He
I forgot he
destroyed
did
them. He
that.
made people look bad in that. When he went up, every time he went up, bro, he made people look bad. Like Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner, like he killed them, bro.
Rich Franklin.
When in his division for the longest time, up to that Chris Weidman fight, you know, whatever happened there happened, but you can't diminish what he accomplished. So absolutely amazing and well deserved. It's about time that Silva got into the whole UFC.
Oh yeah, we spoke about it weeks ago, didn't we? Like it was old months ago. It's a matter of time. But you know, even where I met you at Urban Kings, and I first got there and got toured around. You probably remember this. They had a picture that Anderson was there, and I was like, oh, I need to get this job. That was my interview.
I was gonna pay for that. I was gonna pay for that session that they had, the workshop that they had. I remember, but it was too expensive for me at the time.
I think you said, you know, I think I remember that. Yeah, I think you remember that.
If I remember correctly, it was very expensive. I'm talking about, if I remember correctly, this was at least 9 years ago, £500 or something, and I was like, I can't afford that. And whatnot, if I remember. So I was like, look, I can't afford that, but I really was gonna pay for that. You know, I was considering it to just meet Anderson Silva, man. So gutted, and I miss George St. Pierre in Singapore. But anyway, well, one day we'll meet them. But yeah, no, sorry, carry on, bro. You know, you saw him at Urban King, or you saw the picture.
This was the picture, and I was just like, man, I need to get this job, and I made sure that I did. And then I ended up meeting Brad Pickett. I ended up meeting Paul Daly.
I met him too, yeah. I met Paul Daly do it at Urban Kings, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you said, yeah.
I was so starstruck. He was so cool. He called me over. I was like the weirdo that was looking, and he was like, come over and say hello, man. I was like, all right, cool, I can go say hello. So I was starstruck. I was like, that's Paul Daly, man. He just had that great fight with Nick Diaz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was so starstruck, and I was like nervous. I'm a nervous guy, but I was nervous to go over. And he was like, come over, man. And like, we took a picture, and he was cool, man. Cool dude, man. But yeah, Urban Kings, great gym.
Yeah, that was a decent spot, man.
But then Donald Cerrone today, man. Donald Cerrone today. And again, another legend, well-deserved. My guy, does he have the record of the most fights in 1 year? Like, I swear he must do it. Like 7 fights in 1 year, because he just showed up for every fight and just done it, man.
And he did time and time again. He'd always do that. I remember him. I think he probably got the most bonuses as well. And I remember like somebody asked him, like, Donald, like you fought like twice or 3 times this year, like what's going on with that? And he's like, man, I like doing all this fun shit like climbing and that's not cheap. I'm like, wow, this guy is burning for his paycheck before he gets it, you know?
he does some like adrenaline, scary, life-threatening stuff, man. Not for me, but amazing. Such an amazing fighter. He always showed up. He was always exciting to see. He's fought all the best in his divisions, man. You're talking about he's gone through all of them.
WEC days.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
absolutely amazing. And again, well deserved. And it was great to see him just, he was at the event, just taking it in. So big congrats to Donald Cerrone, man. Big congrats.
I do hope that, you know, he managed to sort out his money and he's going to be safe
I
and
think
he's
he
going to be
is,
well
man.
off
I,
and
I don't
doesn't
think
have to come back and fight.
no, I don't think he will. I don't
I
think.
hope
I
not.
think. I think he's got other businesses. He's got his ranch where he does all this. You know, he's got his gym out there and whatnot. I think he's smart with his money. I think he invested. I don't think he spent it all basically on doing fun shit.
Good on Cerrone, man. It was great to watch him through the years. You know, I remember being quite shocked when I saw him beat Edson Barboza because I saw that guy like knock heads off, and I was like, oh, okay. And it made me. It kind of changed my thoughts about MMA. That just because this guy doesn't mean that, you know, like the math doesn't add up, kind of thing.
I remember that. I remember he knocked him down with a choke. Not sorry,
it was a
knocked him
jab.
down with a jab, knocked him, and
It
then
was a
choked
jab.
him out, and then choked him out.
And then choked
But
him, and I was just like, yo, that shouldn't happen. Like in regards to the maths.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Cerrone is one of them guys that just never got that title. He never got a title shot, did he? I mean, never got. He would always get up. Did he? Who did he fight for a title?
I'm sure he did get a title shot against Dos Anjos, no?
Was that a title shot? I can't remember.
Hold on.
But he always got
did he
up
not
there.
Get
I feel like he always got up there and never got that shot, or just, you know, just kind of fell through a little bit when he got up there.
I think so. No, I might be wrong, but yeah, I mean, he always did miss out, and that was a shame. That he just like an inch away every single time, I think.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But anyway, shout outs to him, man. Shout outs to him. Cool, man. I mean, that's it, bro. I mean, like, it was great. Was there anything else on the list to catch up on? Any other topics or anything else you've seen?
There's a boxing thing that happened, but I can't remember the name. I think it's that something Plant got smacked up by Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Yeah, and Benavidez won. Any boxing fan? I didn't watch it. Just off the dome, you know.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
In regards to Cerrone, oh yeah, end it off. I'll chime in if I get it. Go on.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, cool. Well, look, as always, brother, thank you so much for joining. I know you're on this journey in Thailand, so I'm glad you're making the time to kind of do this. So I really appreciate that, man. We got big
look.
Oh.
He did fight Rafael dos Anjos for the belt, for the light heavyweight championship. Boom.
Lightweight belt. All right. Great memory, man. Great memory.
It was December 19th, 2015.
And Dos Anjos was champion, obviously, so he was on his run, basically. He was just a beast there.
Yeah.
Well, shout outs to Donald Cerrone, man. He didn't become a champion, but he's still a legend. He got that title shot, and he's going to be known as one of the best that always showed up. But
absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Again, bro, thank you. Look, we got a big card coming up in April 6th, I think it is, which is in 2
Which one's that?
Alex Pereira versus Adesanya, bro. Part 3, 4. So
we should. That's. I don't know, man. That fight's too soon.
You think so?
For Adesanya.
Nah, I think.
I don't know, man. Like,
nah, let him. I think he's gonna download what happened last time rather than get another tune-up fight or whatever fight. Like, get straight back into it. I think he deserves that rematch, and
if he loses it, it's done.
Possibly. I mean, but he's calculated and he was winning. Listen, even his kickboxing fights, and this one, he was winning. He just got caught, and he's just not get caught in the later rounds. That's what Pereira keeps doing catching him in the later rounds. So, he could do it. Look, Gamebred's fighting George Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal is fighting
Gilbert Burns,
which is gonna be another freaking fun fight.
I'm looking. This fight's in Miami, isn't it?
Miami, man.
So.
Miami,
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun card, and
we're definitely good. Listen, man, like, if there's any, like, if you can make the time for that one, that would be great. And any other fight card, no worries. If you can't make the time, I'll catch them and do it myself. But if you can make the time for that one, talk about that.
Yeah. My studies will be done by then.
Well, let's see how it goes. Let's just stay communicated, man. Which is 2 weeks away from now. But yeah, man,
it's good in here as well. The Wi-Fi it's been clear. It hasn't been jagged. So yeah, that's helpful.
Cool, brother. Cool. Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get ready for iftar. I'm gonna start preparing some stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Bring my fast in a bit. But for everyone watching, again, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. We'll have a couple shorts maybe come out. KWest, I'll send you the video.
Sure thing.
And then cool, we'll catch you on the next one. Out. Peace.
Woos.
Woos.
Goodbye from Chiang Mai.
Let me get a picture real quick, bro. Let me stop this.